Hello, I am Miss Eunice. Let me share to you different classifications of research according to Jose E. Trinidad in his book, Researching Philippine Realities, A Guide to Qualitative, Quantitative, and Humanistic Research in 2018. A research can be classified according to its research setting. It can be experimental or naturalistic. Experimental research setting focuses on predicting and testing hypotheses. This is done by targeting a specific phenomenon and controlling other variables that may affect it. In natural sciences like physics, chemistry, and biology, mako-consider natin na experimental research setting ito kapag may kinundak na laboratory experiment. Maaaring may gusto silang patunayan o gustong i-reject na hypothesis. Samantalang sa social sciences naman tulad ng psychology, policy studies, education, they may also do experiments using human subjects. An example of this is the concept of a randomized controlled trial. Mayroong controlled at mayroong experimental group. A good example of this type of research is the study by Liu in 2010. It is entitled An Experimental Study on the Effectiveness of Multimedia in College English Teaching. Mayroong college participants na gumamit ng multimedia, mayroon namang college participants na hindi, para matest kung effective ba talaga ang paggamit ng multimedia sa pagtuturo ng English. While naturalistic research setting focuses on understanding and interpreting people's lived experiences as they happen in their specific context. Instead of conducting experiments in naturalistic research setting, pwedeng mag-observe or mag-conduct ng interview sa mga participants tungkol sa kanilang everyday experiences or tungkol sa phenomenon na pinag-aaralan. Some social and natural sciences are more focused on obtaining knowledge from the context rather than from experiments. Halimbawa, ang mga anthropologists, ang mga nag-aaral ng people from past and present societies, and rural sociologists, they really visit farming communities to investigate the people's situation and learn from their experiences about farming, work, or disaster preparedness. An example of this is a study by Ryan in 2019, which is entitled Naturalistic Observation of Engagement and Disengagement Within Professional Development in Education. Researches can also be classified as conceptual or empirical research. Conceptual research uses different paradigms to derive new concepts or theories. It's either nakabubuo ng bagong theory or nabibigyan ng bagong interpretation ng isang old theory. This type of research often forms the base knowledge that needs to be tested. This type of research is important because it organizes and systematizes the understanding of different concepts. Tinatawag din itong theoretical research. Walang experimentation na nagaganap sa type of research na ito, but instead, ang information ay based sa literature na available. An example of this is a study by G.L.P in 2020, Designing Conceptual Articles for Approaches. Meanwhile, empirical research tests the claims of the conceptual research and relies on direct observations, experiences, and evidence to test hypotheses. Walang empirical research kung walang na-establish na conceptual research. It's either i-confirm or patunayan o kaya ay i-challenge ng isang empirical research ang isa ng established conceptual research. This type of research is important because it provides grounded examples that show the complexity of realities, problems, and solutions. This research also shows the factors that could confirm or deny the concepts or theories. An example of this type of research is exploring the relationship between frequency of Instagram use, exposure to idealized images, and psychological well-being in women by Sherlock and Wagstaff in 2019. Researches can be a pure research or an applied research. A pure research is motivated by a possible increase in knowledge or a phenomenon or an intellectual challenge that may have not practically applied when originally studied. Tinatawag din na basic research or fundamental research ang pure research. Some pure research projects in mathematics or philosophy have been applied only after their discovery, while some have no applications at all. When undertaking this type of research, you should be knowledgeable about abstract concepts, critical assumptions, and specialized theories. In psychology, it is a pure research if you would like to know if stress levels make individuals more aggressive, or to what extent does caffeine consumption affect classroom concentration, or if you would like to research on behavioral differences between children raised by separated families and children raised by married parents. Another example of peer research is a study by Lu and Dueng in 2007 entitled A Survey of Image Classification Methods and Techniques for Improving Classification Performance. Now, applied research is motivated by its practicality and usefulness. This type of research contributes not only to the knowledge base, but also to the improvement of the lives of people, organizations, or ecosystems. For example, evaluation of education programs, understanding of crime or women issues, learning about social issues like health systems, and solving environmental problems like global warming. An example of this na related sa field of psychology is the study entitled Substance Use Disorders and Anxiety, a Treatment Challenge for Social Workers, which was written in 2013. I think dito tayo pinaka-familiar among all classifications of research, the quantitative, qualitative, and the mixed methods research. Quantitative research is often used in understanding the magnitude of a phenomenon, testing hypotheses about the relationship between variables, and making predictions about human behavior. And yes, tulad ng inyong schema, kapag may measurement na nagaganap, kapag may statistics and numbers, yan po ay isang quantitative research. For example, pwede mong kunin ang percentage ng out-of-school youth sa Metro Manila and then tignan mo ang relationship nito sa poverty, parents' education, cognitive ability. These quantifiable factors ay tinatawag na variables. An example of this is a quantitative study of the impact of social media reviews on brand perception by Joshi in 2015. While qualitative research is often used in exploring new ideas or explaining concepts in greater depth. Here, there are research questions that focus on understanding the phenomenon, person, community, or reality in its natural and everyday state. Ang type of research na to is more on the analysis of people's experiences rather than measurement. For example, a qualitative study of the psychological impact of unemployment on individuals by Conroy in 2010. So, pwedeng observation, interview, or focus group discussion ang gamitin sa type of research na ito. Ang pinagsamang quantitative at qualitative research ay tinatawag na mixed methods research. In here, both quantitative and qualitative approaches are used to study a phenomenon, issue, or problem. By using both, you are able to show the magnitude of the results and an in-depth analysis of what could be driving these results. A mixed methods case study exploring the impact of membership of a multi-activity, multi-center community group on social well-being of older adults by Lindsay Smith et al. In 2018. That's all for this lesson. If you find this video helpful, then please like this video, subscribe to this channel, and ring the bell button to be notified. Thank you for watching.